The object that I'm presenting to the library is these brushes that are in front of me. And what these brushes are the brushes that was used to paint the mural that is beside the Documenta library. So I thought it would be a nice gesture because these are actual brushes that were used for that. But on these brushes I put a red, yellow and blue, which are the primary colours. And of course when you mix them, you make orange, green and purple, which forms the rainbow, which is one of the prime images alongside the clenched fist within the solidarity painting that I done on that wall. The symbology of the rainbow is wide-ranging. There's so many different meanings. In the context of this painting, it could be just seen as a rainbow going up in the sky on the clenched fist, which means solidarity. But the meaning, it could be, you know, like a rainbow before and after rain. The British, or from European culture somewhere, they believe that there's a pot of gold at the rainbow. So, you know, when you think about, you know, economics and things like that, that could be a symbol of prosperity if there is that pot of gold there. So, yeah, so that's one additional meaning also. And another, I think, strong meaning, you know, especially for me, because being of Aboriginal ancestry, we have, you know, stories of strong ancestral spirit beings. And just one of those ancestral spirit beings is called the Rainbow Serpent. And, you know, many cultures have their versions of it, like Mexico have, you know, Quetzalcoatl, or sounds something like that. The Chinese have the Chinese dragon. And, you know, you go through many cultures and throughout their history, there may be, you know, something of similar. So, you know, depending on what areas or what countries you are from back home, you know, there are stories that is there. One such story, it is said that, you know, when it goes up in the sky, when the rainbow goes up in the sky, they say it's a rainbow serpent going up. But not only that, they say that one is male, one is female. And when they go up, they take the spirit of everything living, like the spirit or the soul or of everything that is living in the world. And when it goes up, you know, the male and the female, they make love. And what happens is they reproduce, so that when it rains, the rain gives birth and renewal to everything, to every spirit that had gone up in the sky with them. Generally, I'm trained as a sculptor, installation artist. That was my training. But when I got out of art college, I was looking for studios to, you know, take the world on as a sculptor. But back in Sydney, when I graduated art college in 1989, I couldn't find a studio that was suitable, you know, for a sculptor. They were always on the 4th, 5th, 6th floors of warehouse buildings, and generally they would be only for painting and drawing. So I just ended up painting. I never had a painting lesson or a painting class or anything. All I knew was that painters paint with oil paints. So what I did, I went out and bought a lot of oil paints and just started painting. In my ignorance, I didn't even know that you had to prime a canvas first. So I bought a canvas and started painting with oil. And what happened? The canvas soaked up all my oil paint very quickly. Keep in mind then, you know, I would have been only 18 or 19 and, you know, quite young, so I didn't know you know, about the technicalities of art. But yeah, so, you know, I just painted my own style, I guess, or the way that I see the world. I mean, many people have said to me that my painting is sculptural as well, simply because when I paint, I just love to have, you know, a very long or very wide depth of field, in that you could it's almost, look, I grade my colours so that they are very light, receding back into a very dark. Therefore, you know, it looks like you can walk into the painting and around the painting as well. Well, one of the wonderful things with working on this mural here is that, like, I had two fantastic workers that really got into it, and somehow I think that they'd done more work than me because I got bogged down in doing little detail, but both Alex and Yorgos, whom I work with, they were fantastic. I think they done most of the work. They used rollers and you know, painted large blocks of colour and spent a lot of time tidying up. So, you know, I'm very appreciative to the hard work that they do. And I feel that, you know, this work is very much theirs as it is mine, as it is, you know, the school, you know, the Athens community and all of Greece. So, you know, I just want people to own the work. And, you know, a strong symbol of that for me is that, you know, I just got these brushes that we used, and I put up red, yellow and blue because they are the primary colours. And when you mix these colours, you know, they form the rainbow. But, you know, I'd love both Yorgos and Alex to sign one of these brushes, and I'll sign one, and, you know, they can hang somewhere as a gesture, you know, to our creativity or our work together.